welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to another video, and welcome to another week. My goodness, can you believe it's nearly the end of January? Wow, I'm struggling to get over how quick this month is already going. Is it just me, or is it really flying? It feels like it's really flying, but I have been super busy. Anyway, it's been another busy week in the Johnson household. Lots to show you in this video, and I know you are all dying to know what happened at the start of the week on Sunday with my little reunion. Well, all shall be revealed. Needless to say, I had a lovely, lovely time. It's been quite surreal reconnecting, and it's been great. Really, really good. So there is lots to show you in this week's video. Let's get into it. I hope you enjoy it. It's Sunday and it's about -3 and I'm heading out for what I'm sure will be a very special meal. Now, I have mentioned this in my last couple of vlogs, but for those of you that haven't seen it, I had a very surreal encounter through Facebook at New Year when an ex-boyfriend of mine from when I was 18 and at college got in touch, and this person and I, when we broke up when we were 18, it was on a New Year's Day. And to be honest with you, every so often over the years on New Year's Day, I have thought about this person simply because that's what happened on New Year's Day. And I did happen to think of this person on New Year's Day this year. And a couple of days later, I was on Facebook and realised I'd got a direct message that I hadn't seen that had come through on New Year's Day. And would you believe, it was this ex-boyfriend of mine from college. Fast forward to the 22nd of January, and we have spoken a lot over the phone and totally reconnected, appear to have a lot in common, and have got over 30 years to catch up on. So we have arranged to meet up today for lunch in my hometown, and I'm very excited, totally intrigued to see this person again after all this time. And both of us have quite a big place in our hearts for this college we went to. Neither of us particularly liked school life, and me in particular, I really didn't like the school I went to, and I was the victim of bullying all my school life. For whatever reason, I was, and I really, really disliked it. But when it came to the point where I could have stayed on to sixth form and done my A-levels, I knew I wanted more qualifications, but I didn't want to stay at that school. So I actually picked a sixth form college in Birmingham, and knowing that, you know, if I encountered any problems or I didn't like it, I could just walk out the door and it wouldn't be an issue. But from the minute I started at that college, every day was amazing. Every single day I did for 3 years, and I could, if they would have let me stay on longer, I would have. And it was just fabulous. I loved every day, and I met lots of people. I studied English literature, media studies and performing arts, and that's how I got to meet my very good friend Alison Hammond, who has obviously done incredibly well with her career. Super proud of her. There was other people in my performing arts group that have gone on to do some amazing things as radio presenters, soap stars, TV personalities. There was a lot of very talented people, and I just had an amazing time. It was incredible. The person that I'm meeting today didn't do those subjects, and neither of us can remember how we actually met. It must have been through a mutual friend, or we can't remember exactly how we started talking at college. He was doing sport, but anyway, the short of it is that we're kind of both in the same boat, and we're kind of exactly both on the same path in our lives at the moment, which has been really intriguing and really interesting in our discussions and trying to connect. So I'm hoping that we have a really lovely day. We're having lunch out, and then I'm going to bring him back to see Mom, because she did meet him 30 years ago. I don't think they will remember one another, but it'll be nice to introduce her to him. So let's see what today brings. I mean, it's lovely to be out and just doing something social anyway as well. It feels a bit odd on a Sunday not to have Mom in the car next to me. We've got so routine on our little trips out on a Sunday to the garden centre or what have you, but she's happy at home. I have popped in to visit her this morning, and as I say, we're going in this afternoon, so let's see how it goes, and well, I'll fill you in. So what better way to kick off the little reunion than by a beautiful lunch? We went to a restaurant called The Larder in Lichfield, my hometown. I can honestly say it's one of the best restaurant meals I have ever had. It's absolutely superb atmosphere, service. The food was amazing. I can highly recommend it. We had a fabulous time. Our moment on the bed, it's just a little moment on the sofa, because I didn't film much today on my reunion, but I just wanted to tell you how well it had gone and what an epic day I have had today. It's been absolutely fantastic. We have talked and reminisced and looked at old photographs. It was very organic and very natural, and we have had the best day. It was fantastic, and it was just amazing to reconnect with my ex-boyfriend from 30 years ago. That we both seem to have so much in common, and it just flew. I think we were together about 7 hours, and it felt like 2 minutes, and we still have so much to catch up on and so much to talk about, but it was just such a lovely day. It was really nice. The restaurant was amazing, 10 out of 10. I can't tell you how good it was. Everything was beautiful. The atmosphere, the service, the food was probably the best meal I've ever had out in my life. And to think this is on my doorstep, and now I know about it, it was incredible. It's The Larder in Lichfield. I will link a description to it down below for you to have a look at if ever any of you do come to Lichfield. It's a must. It's fabulous. And all in all, it's just been a bloody marvellous day. And yes, we are going to meet up again. So, but I'm absolutely exhausted now because all I've done all day is talk. So I'm going to go and hit the bath and get a good night's sleep. But that was just amazing. It was fabulous. I loved every single second. Well, it's Tuesday again.
Hello. It's us. I've got my hat on today.
Is she lovely with a hat on? Oh, we've got our hats on because it's still blooming freezing.
It's very cool.
Isn't it? Yeah. How are you doing this week, Mum?
Well, pretty good on the whole. For an old girl.
Pretty good for an old doll. She's very good for an old doll. Well, we've just done our usual Tuesday morning.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, YouTube family.
Hello, YouTube family.
She loves it. She's the star of the show now. She's getting more and more confident each week as every day passes. Yes. We've just done our usual trip to...
I'm getting more and more confident.
I can't even get a word in edgeways. Carry on. It's all yours.
I'm overdoing the confidence bit, I think. You can
Have you had that happy hour yet?
no, not till 5 o'clock.
Oh, sorry. Hey, that's gone back a bit. It was 4 o'clock last week.
Okay.
Has it got later? Happy hour's got later, everybody.
It could be anything between 4 and 6.
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh dear. We have just done our usual Tuesday morning shop.
Yeah.
We have been to the local Morrison's. We got quite a lot today. You seemed to buy a lot of groceries today, didn't you? I think we ran out of everything this week.
That's right.
We've missed out on a shop somewhere, I think.
It's the pushing it away and packing it away when
I know.
we get home.
That's a half an hour job,
Another
isn't
half
it?
an hour job then.
That's it. But
And we're now going under a bridge.
we are going under a bridge. There's a story to that, isn't there?
Yes.
When I first moved to Lichfield, I think my brother-in-law was driving you over, was he?
Yes.
And you were coming to see the new house for the first time.
Yes.
And he asked you for directions, and what did you say?
Now we go under a bridge.
All I know is we go under a bridge. And what about your sister Eileen? And what she said to my cousin John when she rang him up one day, she needed picking up.
He said, well, where are you? And she said, I don't know.
He said, she rang him and said, can you come and pick me up, John? And he said, yeah, of course I can, Mum. Where are you?
She said, I don't know. Oh my God.
I tell you what, comical, the lot of you. You were all very comical.
Age concern it is really.
Age
To do
concern.
with age.
Oh my goodness. Well, you nearly bought chips again today, and you bought chips last week. So unless you've eaten an enormous bag of chips in the last week, you don't need chips.
Well, I'll have to remind me what I've got in my own fridge. Because I forget.
That's okay.
I forget to look before I
You
leave
get
the
to look
house.
and you write the list without looking, don't you?
That's right.
And then we look at the list and we go,
Yeah.
we don't need those. We got those the other day. But that's okay. That's what you got me for.
Thank Father. Yes.
So, no, I do it sometimes. Well, actually, I don't tend to buy duplicates. I just tend to forget. You know, I'll go to the supermarket. Sometimes, not always, having made a list. I think,
Yeah.
right, I must go and get that, and then I forget it anyway.
Come back with a car full of stuff and then we get home and think, oh my God, we've got some.
Everybody does that.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's a bit foggy today. Well, misty, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that is probably worse than when we came out early, actually. But
It's coming down.
oh well, it is what it is. And I was saying earlier today, Mum, about can't believe it's nearly the end of January already. It's the 24th of January. How quickly, again, is time flying?
Absolutely.
Wow. We're making the most of it. We make the most of every day.
We do want the winter to go quickly.
We like the spring and summer, don't we?
Oh, definitely.
We're sunny weather people, Mum and I.
Absolutely.
Always have been. I love Christmas. That's the part of winter I love. I love Christmas. It's one of my favourite things.
Yes.
But if it wasn't for Christmas, you can stick the winter. And I hate all this wearing all these clothes all the time. I mean, not that I'm walk around in the nude, clearly, but in the summer, I just like to have, you know, a little top on, a skirt,
Some
flip flops, whatever. You know, I don't like all this being bundled up all the time with clothes. But I'm sure some people prefer me to be bundled up with clothes. Depends what they want to say. Oh God. So, yeah, we've done our shop, got some bits and bobs, and ooh, bib, 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 bib. Did you hear that? I don't know who he's bibbing at. Somebody
I think
in
it's
front of
up
him.
there on the crossing.
You're not going to see the planes today, Mum, in this fog. No. I know you keep eyeing up the sunglasses in the shop, so I think you've got ideas of jetting off without me.
Well, one can dream, you know.
What about jetting off without me?
No, just jetting off somewhere.
Great. Just jetting off. Well, yeah, I'm with you on that one.
But every time we come have our holidays in England, we're always
picked quite well, haven't we? We had a few days last year that we picked that was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Some beautiful days. We had some lovely weather. Well, we had a blinking heat wave last summer. We had 2 days of 40 some odd degrees.
And the week we had in Devon was absolutely gorgeous.
It was gorgeous, and that was September.
We were sitting out at night time having drinks at 10 o'clock night time.
Hang on a minute. I wasn't sitting out and having a drink at 10 o'clock. It wasn't 10 o'clock.
Oh, wasn't it?
No, it was about 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Were you sitting outside having a drink at 10 o'clock?
Well, it's I forget what time it was.
That's not an excuse. It's fine if you were outside at 10 o'clock having a drink on holiday. Wasn't with me. No, I think we it might have been about 8 o'clock. I think we did have a drink. Oh, there's one afternoon we sat outside in the afternoon on the balcony,
That's right.
on the terrace, whatever you call it.
Yes.
That was an afternoon. It was lovely. Because Grace went off for a sleep, didn't she?
That's
And you and me sat outside.
Yeah.
But no, that was a nice little trip, that was. And I'm sure we'll do something when the weather's better, but we're not doing it in this country in January, that's for sure.
Definitely not.
You
But
can shove it in. Thursday and it's rather nippy today, to say the least. It's nice and dry. It's a bit dark. Haven't got the nice bright sunshine as much today, and a bit windy outside as well. So I'm a little bit windswept and my eyes are running and my mascara's running and goodness knows what else. But just took Mom for a little trip around the charity shops. We did a bit of thrifting today, which was great. She bought a really nice jumper actually. And the only thing I got in the British Heart Foundation were these. Some new microfiber cloths for cleaning. 4 in there for 99p. Absolutely fantastic. And they are part of their new goods selection. So obviously not used before. And there's quite a few bits and pieces homeware in the new bits section. So that was really good. We've got a really good array of charity shops in Lichfield actually. But Mum was struggling today a little bit in the cold weather. She was a little bit out of breath and was struggling to walk about as much today. So not quite on form today, but we did go to most of them. So that was good. And she's had some fresh air, safely deposited back home in the warm. But I did go also into New Look today. New Look, and I treated myself to a couple of things in the sale. Not a massive reduction on items, but albeit they were reduced. The first thing I got for £5 was this quite cute, oh, it's all got knotted around. itself. How has that occurred? Bear with. I got a new little necklace actually. There we go, that's better. And it's going to be quite a good length. I do like a relatively long necklace on me because I've got quite a long neck. And that is all made with recycled materials. £5 in New Look. Thought it was quite pretty. Just a little day-to-day wear thing. And I can see it's quite long because of the amount of chain that's tied up at the back there. So that was just £5. Thought that was quite cute. I bought just a very box standard packet of trainer socks, which I use quite a lot when I've got my trainers on, and they were £5.99 for a pack of 5. So that's just the usual price. That wasn't a reduction. This, however, was reduced. It is a nice jumper. There we are, in a nice beigey colour. So not too dark for the winter. That's sort of mid-season, going from winter to spring. So that will be quite useful. That was in the sale and it was reduced to £17.99 and it should have been £23.99. So as I say, not huge reductions on everything, but it's just something really useful to wear, to be honest. And then we had to go into the card factory. We have a baby in the family. It's actually my cousin's daughter has adopted a little boy, and this has been in progress for a couple of years. Actually, it's been quite a traumatic journey for them. Lovely married couple that have been married some time now, and figured out quite quickly in the early stages of their marriage that unfortunately they can't have children of their own. And they've had various sessions of IVF and what have you that have been unsuccessful. So in the end, they've decided to adopt, and they've got a beautiful, beautiful little boy. He's gorgeous. I've only seen him briefly once, but he's going to be christened on the 19th of February. So that's going to be a really nice little day out for us. So I have ordered a little present for him that's going to come today. That hasn't come yet. But we went into the card factory, which I love because you can get some great cards and they're really, really, really well priced. This card was only 99p. How cute is that? So sweet. It says, for a special baby boy on his christening day, and inside, may he always be blessed with love and happiness throughout life. Says it all, really, doesn't it? Doesn't need to say any more than that. So picked up a christening card, and then for the present I picked up a bag and some tissue paper, and I think the bag was £1 and the tissue paper 7 sheets, £1.25. Absolute bargain. So like £3 something. What was it all together? Oh, I haven't got the receipt for that, sorry. Yes, I think it was like £3.95 or something for those 3 items. What an absolute bargain. I mean, I love cards. I've always loved cards. It's one of my favourite things. But you don't need to spend a fortune on them, which I absolutely love. And being January, everybody's a bit strapped for cash as well. Anyway, obviously, after Christmas. So there we go, a nice few little bargains for today. And now I'm going to crack on and make tonight's dinner, which is going to be a cottage pie. And this is how I do it. So here are my cottage pie ingredients, minus carrots. I forgot to buy carrots today, so I'm actually going to use a red pepper instead, but I've got a couple of pounds of peeled white potatoes that I shall boil up shortly. And it's not a vegetarian cottage pie today, so I have got some British lean beef steak mince, only 5% fat. We've got a Coleman's cottage pie mix for ease, some baked beans, some peas, some onion, a pepper and some garlic paste. Let's throw it together. So you only need to brown the mince, it only takes about 6 or 7 minutes, so that's fine. And the Coleman's mix that you can buy, which is really quick and easy to use, it's actually supposed to be mixed with 350 ml of cold water. However, because I'm putting in a tin of baked beans, which has liquid in, and I'm also not going to drain the fat off the meat, I don't need quite as much water. If I put all that water in, it'll be too mushy. Now you can drain the fat off the meat if you want, but because this is only 5% fat, I'm leaving the fat that is coming off the meat in there because it's not a lot, and you do need some fat, which I think is very important. If it was a 20% fat meat, I would drain it off. So I'm only going to use just under 300 ml of water for the cottage pie mix. Put the beans in, put the garlic paste in, put the peas in, and within about 25 minutes the potatoes will be ready. We can stick it all together. Hope you're all doing really well this week. I've had a lovely week. It's been very productive. The start of the week was lovely with that beautiful meal that I had on Sunday, and I am seeing my friend again this weekend, so I am really looking forward to that. That'll be really, really nice. And we've still got so much to catch up on. 30 years is a hell of a long time, so I'm really looking forward to that. What I've also done in the description box down below is I have linked for you some of my favourite Amazon products from the last 12 months that have featured in the vlogs over the last year, plus a few bits and pieces that I've bought recently that I haven't shown in my vlogs, but are really useful items that I repeat buy quite a lot. So I thought you might be quite interested in those. So if you have a look in the description box down below, you will see some of my favourite Amazon products. Now, I do have an affiliation with Amazon now, so if you were interested in any of those products and you click on them and purchase them from the links down below, I actually will receive a very small commission for any purchase that you do make. However, it doesn't cost you any more, and if you don't want to use the affiliated link, you don't have to. You can click away, go on to Google, search for the item yourself through Amazon, and do it totally independently. So I don't expect anything. I just thought I would like to share those things that I like off Amazon and the things that I bought in the last 12 months that you may or may not be interested in. So that's that. Next weekend I have got a party to go to, which I'm very excited about, and I can't tell you much about it. I'm so sorry, but I will tell you all about it after I've been. But it's a celebrity party. And you know the celebrities that I know, so I don't need to go into it. You'll probably guess where I'm going and whose party I'm going to just by that little description. But I'm really looking forward to it. And I should be taking Grace with me as well. And she's really looking forward to seeing our friends again as well, because we don't get to see them very often because they are very popular. So it's really lovely to catch up when we can. So I'm really looking forward to that weekend. Got the christening coming up in a couple of weeks as well, which will be lovely. So there's lots of things in the diary all of a sudden. 2023 is starting off very positive and very busy. But I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. And I hope you are all having a lovely, productive and great start to the new year as well. I have had a couple of messages this week, direct messages from some new subscribers who have made a point of, and I'm very grateful for this, of confiding in me that the reason they have subscribed to my channel are for the similar reasons that I started this channel, and the problems they've encountered in relationships and one thing and another. And you know who you are if you're watching this vlog, and I just wanted to say, how proud I am of you for actually opening up and sharing those stories with me, and I'm very, very grateful that you have been able to do that. And also to say thank you so much, because I'm hoping that what I'm doing here is showing a positive life regardless of what you do, whether it's something really exciting and really exotic, or whether you are just living a very simple, normal, homely life, family life, which is not always ordinary. It can be normal, but it's not always ordinary. And that I'm super proud and super pleased that you feel that you can chat to me. I think that's great. And I'm hoping that I'm giving something back in this channel by being able to allow you to express or to look at me and go, oh, I've gone through that, or I've been through something similar to that. I've experienced that. And I do think, and I hope, I do think that I have a positive outlook on life generally. And I do hope that that comes across, because we all have our moments. And even though I'm a positive person, I have my moments of, not feeling great or feeling a bit down or this, that and the other. And this channel is just to say, do you know what? That's totally normal. It's fine. But there's actually more of us in this boat than you realise. And it's important to chat about it and to speak about it and to get it out there. And this little community that we're creating together on this channel is brilliant. Everybody seems to be chatting to each other. You're chatting to me quite openly. You feel able to do that. So I'm very grateful. And I think that's wonderful. And I think it's great. And I'm so appreciative that every Sunday morning you all take 20, 30, 40 minutes or however long this vlog is to just take that time out of your Sunday, or whatever day you're watching this video on, to watch and digest it and appear to be enjoying it. So I hope you are enjoying it. And sometimes I vlog and I think, I don't know whether that's going to be very interesting. I don't know if anybody's going to enjoy that or want to see that. And so far, I've had nothing but lovely comments. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you. But very grateful to all of you who feel that you can chat to me, because you can. And we'll get through whatever it is together. But also, if there are things that you prefer to see, or if you want me to do more shopping hauls, or if you want me to do more cleaning videos, or if you want me to do more cooking, let me know, because I am open to anything. Any suggestion, let me know whatever it is you'd like to see, and we will make sure that we cover it going forward. Anyway, that's about it for this week. Actually, it's really quite late tonight for our doing our moment on the bed, so I am going to go to bed. I'm going to have a nice bath and go to bed. And I will vlog my little trip this weekend, because I am actually going to my friend's part of the world, part of the country this weekend, as he very kindly came over to my hometown last weekend. So hopefully, if we get out and about a bit, I will show you where I'm going to next week. And there's going to be lots more, as usual, shopping and shenanigans and all the rest of it. So I hope you have a lovely, lovely week, whatever it is you're doing. Thank you again for joining me. I'm super, super grateful to you all, always. But stay safe, stay in the boat, keep doing all things good. And I really look forward to seeing you all again next Sunday. Until then, have a great week. You take care.